What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Jalen.
What we got today?
Today we got an official trailer to Superman, okay?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
About that time.
Yeah, we seen that little teaser last time. I liked it.
Yeah, and we ain't had none in a minute.
Yeah.
We 2 months out now? Yeah, 2 months out now.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, and we just now getting it. Like, that other trailer didn't even really count. This is the first official trailer. Like, that's crazy.
They've been holding out. They've been holding out on us.
But it's time, y'all. It's time, y'all.
Yes, indeed.
I don't even want to say nothing. I just want to get into the reaction. So, yeah. Without further ado, y'all make sure y'all thumbs up the video, subscribe if you like the content, and hit that bell button for all notifications. Let's get it going.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Interview you as Superman, she said?
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire.
She already knows he's Superman.
A lot of
It's a lot.
That's what it's given. Damn. Just disrespectful.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Looking like the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Okay. Got the flying on point.
Who is this? What?
Hold on, wait a minute. How'd they get in the Fortress of Solitude?
Your actions.
How'd they even know where it was?
That's what makes you who you are.
July 11th.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots.
Like he taking
Go get
mean
them for you.
shit.
They ain't talking out.
Was that mocking? Look like we're gonna have some outer space stuff too. Battles.
Damn.
What the hell?
Damn.
Hold up.
You have a dog?
Crypto.
Aww.
Okay. First off, Superman is getting his ass whooped all throughout this trailer.
Oh my God, they ain't sparing him at all. At all.
How you gonna end the trailer? First of all, he flying up to the sun and shit. I'm thinking like it's some like heroic, hopeful shit going. He about to go get energized, but how he go fly up there and then like he go out of space and do his little sunbathing and shit.
Getting the power from the sun.
Knocked his ass all the way back down here.
Said nope. You're done.
He over here fighting some kaiju beast.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Some alien jellyfish looking thing.
Yeah, which we knew about that.
Some juggernaut looking thing.
Yeah. And some lady.
A lady with some type of I don't know what her ability. I don't know if that was nanotech or what, because it looked like her hands.
That looked like some alien
some type of spinning
stuff.
blades or something.
Yeah.
And then we still got that black noir looking dude.
Oh,
with the view on his chest. I don't know who that is. You got all these mystery characters, and then that's not even that's not even like going into what Green Lantern and Hulk Girl might be fighting and what Mr. Terrific was fighting. I don't know who he was fighting in there. And he said something about some war that he stopped earlier in the trailer.
Yeah.
So like you got human conflict going on.
Oh, you definitely got that.
He's about to be put to the test. I can tell from this trailer alone. He's about to be put through the whole ring. And
that was a heated interview. He got mad real quick. I'm saving.
Hey, that's what happened when you deal with them reporters.
I mean, what did you think? No, I saved them. I stopped the war.
That's crazy though. I don't know if this is Lois interviewing him like based off of how she really feels about it, or if she's doing it based off of how like I don't know, like how Daily Planet or the government might view it, type of thing. But
honestly, I feel like a little bit of both. To be honest,
I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. Like on one hand, you can't just go and interfere in other countries' affairs and wars and shit and you know, politics or whatever else. I mean, he's not really dealing with politics, but you know, there's going to be politics centered around wars and shit like that. But you can't really just go and just interfere in that, right?
Right. He's from Kansas. You're still American, Superman.
Right. Well, they don't know where he's from, though.
I mean,
I don't think
at this point, I'm assuming that they know he's American born. He got a birth certificate that say United States of America. Okay, that's
they don't know all of that. He probably just gonna tell him he's from Krypton. Well, he might tell him that he grew up in America. I doubt that he's gonna say specifically where. They would be stupid if he did.
Yeah, I mean,
but his accent is—it's
gonna get you from down south.
But either way, you can't just interfere in other countries' conflicts and things like that. So I understand it from that aspect of it. But at the same time, though, like he's an alien. Like you can't really, and he's Superman.
Like, he's Americanized. I don't care
but like the thing is like he's one of the most powerful beings in the universe.
I get it.
How do you put rules on that?
I get it. I'm
It's not to say that he should just be doing anything he wants, but like...
But he could if he wanted to. I understand that, but there's still some things, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta consult first, but
I can kind of see that.
Like,
it kind of reminds me of that whole Civil War situation, type of situation, where the government steps in and they want to have basically full control of where and when these heroes go and do what they do. But like Cap's whole thing was, well, sort of paraphrasing if I remember correctly, is what if something happens and they don't want you to go? That kind of defeats the purpose of doing what we do. They being heroes. Right. People were, I think he was saying people were dying or something like that. Like lives are being lost. And that kid was calling him. He was in the teaser trailer as well. He was calling him like, you don't just ignore, help calling out for you like that. Like, if I'm Superman, I can't do that. I'm about to go do what I got to do.
I get that, but I still think I'm not saying that there should be some type of like control, but I do think that there should be some type of like communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly what that looks like, but there should be some type of even grounds to like, all right, look, man, we got an alien coming in. They said that they was going, hit New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta let you know what's up. I'm gonna take care of it.
I agree with that partially. Like, if it's something that's happening in the U.S., I can understand. You might want to have some communication. Although I don't know how that would really work.
That's
in real time. Just like, what if something happens, like some like doomsday or something,
just
falls down. I don't have time to really call up, so and so to be like, hey, I gotta go stop. Like, I gotta, go right away. Now maybe Lois, she's a reporter, so it's not really her job to do it. But she can kind of do it with the newspaper and stuff. So maybe Lois or somebody can go and let whoever know, but
I just feel like they should have, not that they're doing it in this, but I just feel like they should have like maybe like a council of humans that like work with superheroes, so then those humans, you know, like they can work with the elected like officials, you know.
Now when you say humans,
for,
do you mean like,
well, cause
like
I mean,
outside of vigilante, so like not a Batman
no,
type
no,
of
no, no,
human,
like I mean,
but
no, like a
government
regular,
type of
yeah,
official?
like a government. They don't even have to necessarily be government, but they could be somebody that works with governmental, like, you know, parties and stuff to let them know.
Some type of like representative.
Yeah, like a little committee or something, like some type of a committee where we work alongside regular humans and we also work alongside the heroes, but it's more so like we just keeping everybody up to date with what's going on, you know, like, okay,
I can agree.
like,
I agree
like
with
you
that
know, like we got
to a certain
some
extent.
aliens coming, we got, you know, doomsday or whatever, talks or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that they gonna be right then and there the day of, like, yeah, they coming at 5 o'clock, everybody get ready. Like, no, but we should at least have some type of a committee or something like that if you're gonna have superheroes and whatever.
I don't quote me on this, but I think that they do have something sort of like that, or at least works in a similar way when a Justice League is established.
Oh, okay.
So I do kind of agree with what you're saying. Maybe they should have something like that, but I think going back to more specifically what Lois was saying and talking about, she was really questioning hard the very fact that he stepped into, you know, a whole nother country's dealings and war and whatever, and it doesn't matter whether he stopped it or not, like, he interfered, and it sounds like she's having a problem with that, like just the fact that he interfered though.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't know, like, while I do understand it from a government standpoint, I gotta say, like, I feel like you're going a little too hard on my boy.
No, I definitely
like
feel
Lois,
that.
I feel like you should always want to preserve life. No matter where you live, who you are, like, you should always want to save people. Like you should always want to help people. If somebody's in need, what's wrong with helping?
Yeah.
Why should a government stop me from just simply helping or saving a life, right?
She just seems like, you know, like once she has her mindset on something, she's always gonna just go hard in the paint for it. Like that's how she's always kind of strike me, which makes her a good reporter. Like, you know, I suppose. But at the same time, yeah, it makes her very
you always
reckless because
Superman come in and
to save you
shit.
because you just, you know, you can't see it no other
Far.
way.
You're
like,
in too far.
You know, and also too, like, to add on to that, I think maybe it's kind of like what you said, like, yeah, he's, even though he was raised here or whatever, he's still alien. He's still somebody with super strength and all of this
and
stuff.
with the ability to help and
right. So it's
save
like
all of these people.
that perspective is something that I just feel like she doesn't like comprehend. You know, like
can you imagine, like, and I don't know how well Lois knows Clark or Superman yet in you know, in this movie. It looks like she knows he's Superman, but like, does she understand his abilities? Like, can you imagine what it's like to be able to hear from a country all the way on the other side of the planet?
Right.
Or
like
at least close to it, and you hear all the screams and all of the calls and shouts for help, and maybe you hear some natural disaster going on, or somebody's, I don't know, holding a family hostage, like, and you have the ability to go over there and help them. Should I just ignore it? I don't know. And to be honest, I think most people wouldn't be able to ignore it.
Yeah.
I think that no matter who you are, I think most people, if they were put in his shoes, they would not be able to ignore it. And That's what makes Superman who he is, right? Now, obviously, there's other things that go into it. Like, it might be some people that's going to abuse the power and shit like that. But
I mean, for the most part,
I think most
like
people
you said,
would help.
Yeah, most people would help, but it's just that fact of most people don't have they can't put themselves in the shoes of somebody like Superman. So it's like, well, why do I have to worry about that? Like, I can only help myself, kind of, and have my own stand on certain things.
And that's what makes Superman Superman. He is selfless.
Super in man.
He is very much selfless, and he's a hero.
Yeah.
He is the hero.
Yeah.
Now, some other things that I've noticed in the trailer, I think I mentioned it. We obviously have Pa Kent in this movie. We didn't really get him much in the Snyder movie.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that he has some type of role in this movie. And specifically, he's here, or at least it looks like it, I'm assuming. He's here in the movie and he's still alive while Clark is Superman.
Yeah.
So it's not like he dies before Clark becomes Superman. And I think that there's going to be a very, very important factor in this version of Clark.
Yeah.
Or Superman.
Yeah.
Because I was not a fan of Kent. Like, I was not a fan of him in the Man of Steel.
Yeah, and I feel like he died too soon. Like, that was just...
And don't get me wrong, like, it's okay if he dies before it. But the problem is that he didn't instill very good lessons to Clark, in my opinion. I think that he put Clark on a path that led to Superman becoming very, like, depressing and sad and unsure of himself. Like, he was always questioning himself, and he didn't feel like Superman. And I think a large part of that is because of Kent telling him things like, maybe he shouldn't have saved the school bus full of kids that's about to drown, or maybe he shouldn't help all of these people when a tornado, touches down and in the middle of a highway or whatever it was. It's like, you should still be telling him and giving him good lessons. Teach him to be a good, even though he's not human, good human being.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And still more, and that it doesn't even really have anything to do with him being Superman, really. That's just being a dad. Like, yeah. And that's so important, especially in today's world and with all of these talks about masculinity and things like that, everybody's having. I think being a father is really going to be an important plot point in this movie. And very integral to the character. I would actually really like for him to stay, at least for a minute, because if I'm not mistaken, I've never seen any Superman movie or show, like if we include the CW shows, I've never seen anything where Pa Kent is still alive while he's Superman. I've seen it a little bit in the comics before, I think. Not all the time, but
though, like, for that to happen. Yeah. And like you said, I think
feel like that'll add a little different touch on it.
Yeah, it'll be a little detrimental, to the character, and obviously too, I feel like, he's still new at being Superman, so to have that parental father figure, you know what I'm saying, to have like that support is essential as well, because it'll, like you say, it'll shape just him going forward, and
especially when you got reporters and shit like Lois grilling you on whether or not you should be saving lives.
You didn't think you got involved?
But it does look like the citizens of Metropolis, for the most part, like Superman.
I think it's half
a little
bit.
I did see they did throw some shit at his head.
Yeah, I think it's half and half. Like, I think that there's a good portion of Metropolis that, is down for Superman, but then there's also that other half that's just like, nah. Right, like, nah, I don't.
Lex is the biggest hater. This motherfucker is screaming in the camera and shit. Probably because he saw Superman fly by. Throwing a fit and shit.
They're grinding his gears, man.
How do you think he's going to do his lips?
I don't know.
So do you have any
I-
feelings yet about him in the trailers? How he looks?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I think that he will be a better Lex than the other.
I mean, I think everybody thinks that. That's a low bar, though.
But I don't know just yet. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing because, like, I've seen this actor, like, he does a lot of different roles, so I do think that he's very versatile, you know, with his acting skills. But I have to see it first. Like, so far, it's like, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. I'm
kind of right there with you a little bit. Most of the parts I've seen him in, though, he usually kind of plays like a soft dude, like soft character. Like when he plays Beast, like, I mean, when he's as Beast, he's a little bit more aggressive. But like when he's just in his regular self, he's just like some nerdy, a little bit sensitive, kind of scientist type. You know.
Yeah, I've seen him play in like.
And what was that vampire movie?
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage. That one, he was like awkward.
Oh, I didn't talk about that one. I was talking. I forgot about that.
That's the one I was thinking of.
I was talking about the Dracula dude. What's his name again? Nosferatu.
Oh yeah.
He plays another type character like that.
Yeah.
He was in Mad Max. He was another. Like, he plays a lot of those types of characters.
Like a lot of odd, weird. Kind of,
that type of thing.
That's why
I don't want to see that as Lex.
I
just like Lex is not the. I've never been intimidated by that. Like, he's never been like any type of character where I was like, oh, he's, you know. But I should still take him serious though. Yeah. And I'm hoping that he plays the role well enough for that. Yeah. I don't want to see a Lex that's too soft. Do you think that it might be too much going on in this movie?
I'm gonna be honest, it might be a little bit, because I didn't realize that there was gonna be so many, like, villains, or, like, you know.
I don't think any of us knew.
So, I think a little bit. I think a little bit. And I don't really know how that's gonna play out either, because I mean, I'm assuming that, you know, this is going to be like a 2-hour movie, you know, a little bit more, but...
Oh, this movie is going to need to be at least 2 hours 15, 2 hours 20.
Minimum, you know what I'm saying?
2 hours too short for me.
But, but especially, I mean, like with everything and all of these villains in there, like, I kind of almost feel like, and I don't want to jinx it or nothing like that, but I kind of almost feel like it might not be enough time to, like, put everything in there. Like, some stuff is gonna get shortened and it's not gonna be
maybe
enough.
Maybe rushed a little bit.
Yeah, like, it's gonna feel a little rushed. Like,
or maybe some of them battles might be short and not all that epic.
Yeah, like, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I do feel like, because even look, I'm like, who is this? Wait a minute. Well, what the heck?
Yeah, like, I went down the list with all the villains, and then that's not even including any other characters or things that might be going on, like Mr. Terrific and Green Lantern and Hulk Girl. Like, right. I'm not even including all of that. Like, it is a lot going on in this movie. I hope that it's not like, it doesn't feel too, what's the word, congested. Yeah. Like, I don't want it, because at the end of the day, this is Superman. Right. I'm okay with other characters being in the movie. At the end of the day, like, I'm coming to see Superman. Right. A Superman story. Like, I want Superman to be good. Like, I want Pa Kent and Lois Lane and all of them to be good. Right. I don't want too much of this other stuff to be, to take away from that. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, hopefully, I'm, you know, because this is a very important movie, y'all. Yeah. Like, if you're a DC fan, if you're just a comic book fan in general, if you're a Superman fan, you know, or at least you should know, that this movie is going to be very, very important. This is the first official, like, big budget thing going on in the DC, in this new DC universe.
Okay.
I know we got Peacemaker coming out soon as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not really counting the animated stuff because even though those could be good, they're just animated projects. But like, this is a big deal. A lot's riding on us, y'all.
Yeah.
And if this doesn't perform well, I don't know. It's got to be real solid. It's got to be, in my opinion, better than okay.
Yeah.
It's got to hit. It's got to be a home run, y'all. But yeah, this was a meaty trailer. I'm gonna probably have to watch this a few times. There's probably some things I missed. Some other things I forgot to talk about. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. I'm gonna give this trailer a 4 out of 5. That's what I'm gonna give.
Yeah.
Nice, solid, meaty trailer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Probably about a 4 out of 5.
Well, hey, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments down below. Tell us if you liked it, you loved it, you hated it, or just felt nothing at all about it.
Let us know.
Whatever you feeling, let us know in the comments down below. Till next time, y'all.
Peace out.